What's going on, you guys? It is May 2nd, 2018, which means I got 10 more days till graduation, and I am so excited because it's finally here. I finally get to walk across the stage, get my degree. I am so excited just to say I'm almost done. Like I'm done with the chapter of my life, you know, and I'm just like so happy, so grateful, that I could end this year off with a bang because I mean, coming into this year, I was a little bit, I was kind of disappointed that I had to stay and I had to be here another year. I was like, damn, I thought it was done. I thought I was doing good. I take some, then I find out, but of course, college classes is different. Like they don't let you pass with a C. That, like they say, a D is considered passing, but like, you can't, they won't let you go on. You got basically got to take the class over and take a D, which is kind of dumb because I'm like, like not everybody's going to transfer after RCC, but that's near here or there. But I'm glad that I was able to stay another year because because I met some amazing new friends. Some people I met last year, like Evan, my friend Jacob, Max, those guys. But then this year, it's been like, amazing friends like Kristen, Cameron, Braden, just so many awesome people. And like, I'm so blessed to, know that they were in my life because, at the time I just felt, when because I always felt lonely. And like last year, me and Jacob were cool. I mean, like after losing, and losing, my boy from I did a poem about. He's not my boy no more, but um, after losing him, I just felt so like hurt because yes, okay, I'm back. Had to do a little cleaning, but so this year's been a great year, as I was saying earlier. Like this year, which is a lot of great things happened to me. Make your dean's list, of course. Meeting friends. Um, just really getting a chance to spend more time with Evan. Like that was like probably one of the biggest highlights of this year because me and Evan we met last year and he just been like really and like we met last year in history class. And like since then we've been talking a lot on Instagram and on Facebook. But it was like last summer we was like really we really got close to each other because before I would talk to Evan or I would talk to Evan like sparingly, but I would never but I never really was like super close to him until like last summer, like when everything in my life was just like I was just like really just going through a period of like just finding myself, finding okay, what does God really wants me to do in my life? Because like again, as I mentioned, I think I mentioned this in the video. Lost losing a friend. That poem, was based on an experience that I had last year. Like me and this kid, we was getting along so well, but then like a month or so later, he just told me I couldn't talk to him no more, and like it was just like so devastating to hear that because we was getting along so well, and and that just kind of crushed me. And then also last year, like well, yeah, last year, like during the summertime, I met this lady who was from Atlanta, and like she was big. She was into spoken word. She was a minister. She was a public speaker. Like she did a lot of things. I thought, okay, well, she's pretty, she seems pretty cool, and she's young. She started being a teen mom and had to, get into and be into prostitution at a young age because she grew up in an abusive household, and like she seems like a really cool person, but then next thing you know, I just found out she was, wasn't who she said she was, and that kind of hurt me as well. So I ended up not going, but like it really kind of hurt me. But but like this year was just like, man, I found God, thank you so much, like giving the right people in my life, people who are genuine, because like I've been like all my life I just had to deal with, people who say they're for me, but then next thing you know, they just end up not being there for me. People just have like these agendas, and like so me and Evan was just like so like being with Evan was just a breath of fresh air. And his cousin Cameron just like, oh my gosh, like I need to be around him. Like I'm definitely around him like more often because like it's not every day you get to meet somebody that's genuine, not like legitimately loves God, and then considering the fact he's like only 18, 19. I mean that's like really awesome, and I'm just like really am happy to end this year off with a bang. Like I'm so glad I get to graduate on a good note because if I'd have graduated last year, not I'm looking back at it, I probably I wouldn't RC wouldn't have it would just been another I wouldn't have had I wouldn't have had this like RC would just been a another would just another it's been another 2 years just been another 2 years of school. But now I feel like it was like an experience, an experience that I wanted to have coming in. Because when I came to RCC, I was I was kind of hurt. I was like, okay, New York didn't go so well for me. Now let me go to RCC. See, because I was like, oh man, I did not want to come to RCC. I did not want to be back to Richmond County. And so so I was a bit discouraged, because and if you watch my video on, my college experience videos I did a while back, like I was, just so like I'm just so done with New York, but at the same time I was like, I don't want to be back in Richmond County because I knew that, the same experience that I had in high school, but in high school I didn't really have nobody to really relate to. So coming to RCC, I was just like, oh Lord, but now looking back at it, I'm glad I did with RC because I would never had, I would never went on the trips. I would never, I never been to do a town show because when I was in New York, I was always with my cousin and she always wanted to do her thing and she, and my mom and wanted to be by myself. So I just felt like, I just felt, lost because I couldn't really do nothing. I couldn't really do nothing, even though I was in New York City and I had, all the freedom in the world. It wasn't I wasn't able to do much there because I was over with family. So, but now, being that I'm home, mom, trusts me a bit more. You know, like she wants me to go out the house now. Whereas in New York, I was always with my cousin or my sister, who was living up there at the time, and they always want to like do what they want to do, and I can like never really do what I want to do. So I'm just glad to graduate. Like I'm so happy. Like, thank you God so much again, like, because I would have never, you know, like I would have never thought I would have this. I never thought I had this. Like I mean, at a community college, you know, at 2 year college, like I'm so happy to be here, and like I'm really hoping that this is not the end. Like I'm hoping that I get to see them more. I get to like, do like Skype calls or something or Facebook Messenger calls or something where I could just like, hey, remember me from, so and so from like this class, or remember me from Campus Crusade, remember me. Like I want that because like I really gonna miss, I really gonna miss it. I mean, I'm glad I'm graduating. I'm glad that I'm leaving. I'm glad that I finally get to, get my degree because I worked so hard. But at the same time, it's like, man, thank you. Like, I really gonna miss, my classmates because they really kept me when everything, when my life was just, in a downward spiral. Like I'm just glad that these guys were there for me. So, you know, that being said, this is Mary Walker. Peace.